the
street musicians. Ugh.
You don't like the street musicians?
See them here with their goddamn spackle buckets and ladles, soup ladles.
That's old school, man. They don't do that.
Spackle bucket.
They don't do that as much anymore.
What do they play now?
They actually play. They play instruments now.
Get out.
A lot of these guys have a scam going though. There was one time I was in what is that park in Boston? The Common or whatever. And I was sitting on a bench, people watching with a bunch of people, and there was a homeless guy. I forgot what song he was playing, but he could only play one chord. Like, he would start the beginning of this song, right?
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, wow, homeless guy singing such a nice song. I forgot what it was. And they would give his money, give the homeless guy money. And then those people would get out of earshot, and then he'd start the song again. And then it was obvious to me that the guy, this was his thing. He learned how to play, like, literally the first 30 seconds of one song and just played it over and over again. But as you're walking by, you're just assuming the song continues after you gave your money.
But he stops and starts over.
Yeah.
That is a hell of a scam.
And pretty much he stops because he's too busy thanking you for giving him money.
He really didn't put much work into it, yet he's reaping the rewards.
That's a smart bum right there, right? Mm-hmm. Don't have to learn the whole song. Just give him a little piece.
Yeah.
A little taste. Let's go to Billy in Staten Island. Hey, Billy.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
I'm actually jealous you're going to California. Have you seen the guy on 23rd Street? He's got like 4 spackle buckets and like a tin can. He plays like Led Zeppelin. He plays Ozzy. This guy's a cash cow.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. The guy that can work the multiple spackle buckets.
There's like 50 standing there every day. No matter how cold it is, this guy will rock out every day.
Where is he?
I think he's on 23rd Street and 9th Avenue.
Oh, wow.
And he does a good job.
Yo, you got to go check it out. All right, guys, I got to go to work. Punch it out.
We should get audio of that guy. What the hell? Or get him in here.
What the heck you mean?
With his
what the heck? I'm sorry.
Spackle bucket drums.
Yeah, let's find that guy. We'll have him play like one day. If he does Zeppelin and Ozzy, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't smell of the spackle buckets. That's a pleasant guy to have in here.
Yeah. The city here.
Coming from the guy that's ass opens up every morning.
Not saying it's not inconsistent.
His ass opens up every morning, and he's worried about a guy smelling as he's playing Zeppelin on his spackle buckets.
Old golden buns ass. We're not surprised, though, when we go to some place like Venice Beach and see the street musicians and stuff, because we live here. And there's just crap all over the place. People hawking their wares, selling crap, the street musicians, spackle buckets, and those guys with the spray paint. Guys with the spray paint that in Times Square, they spray paint planets.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's Saturn and unicorns and stuff. And who's buying this crap?
Even worse is the Chinkies.
Yeah.
That write your name in, like, butterflies or whatever it is.
Yeah.
What is it, like butterflies and little bugs or something?
Yeah.
Duckbills.
But if you look closely, it says, like, Cara. They sell them like crazy, though.
Yeah. So we have the most trash being sold in this city.
Although the sketch artists are great, though. You ever walk down Broadway? The guys that will just sit there and sketch you. There are some amazing regular artists.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing artists.
Some of those guys are just outstanding. Across the street from the Park Plaza, there's a bunch of them.
I wonder how much they pull in. I mean, you think they're making a lot of money?
Dude, they're great artists. A lot, not the ones that do the names like Hope said, but these guys that actually will caricature you, but it really looks like you. There's some,
I've seen some really bad.
Yeah, I wanted Jimmy to do that for his album cover. I thought that would be pretty funny.
A caricature?
Yeah, a caricature from one of these guys.
Caricature?
Maybe for the next one. I already have one for this one.
Oh, you do?
All ready to go.
Yeah, he's very excited. Jimmy's about to release his second CD.
His second?
Yes.
We say drop.
Drop. When is it dropping?
Hopefully next month by Boston and Philly. I want to have it ready.
Yeah.
Or Atlantic City, actually.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the front pages of the paper. I got to admit, Anthony and I were in panic mode today in the office. We went through like 5 newspapers, and we depend on the newspapers for a lot of material for the show.
A conversation starter.
And I got to tell you, man, there is just like nothing going on.
Just newspapers full of nothingness today.
Really? I mean...
Yesterday's news makes up the front page of the New York Post. Paris Hilton's phone.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. That's yesterday's news, and it's the huge front page of the Post.
You want to explain that again, Ant? Because there are some excerpts. There's more to the story in here.
Yeah. Paris Hilton, she got her little phone. What are those things called? Sidekick. The Sidekick. Everyone's got their Sidekick now. And someone hacked the website, the T-Mobile website, where I guess she uploads and downloads information from her phone, to and from her phone, from this website, and got the information, which included all her phone numbers for her celebrity friends, her private messages.
Yeah, some text messages.
And photos that were on her sidekick.
One photo of her topless kissing another girl.
Yeah, pretty hot stuff. And that's front page, though, of the Post today, a day later. God, slow news day.
You think she had something to do with this? She really knows how to get publicity.
You never put it past her, but that's pretty smart, and she's pretty stupid.
But some of the text messages, they got examples in the New York Post today. September 19th, 10:33 p.m. Tell Ken about Jess trying to bone JT.
Really?
JT, of course, is Justin Timberlake.
Ooh. Little dirt.
Yeah.
On her sidekick.
October 5th, 2:07 p.m. Get birth control kill pill.
Ah.
What the hell is a birth control kill pill?
Is that morning after?
Maybe it's a morning after pill.
All right.
She is such a whore.
October 5th.
Oh.
Around the same time, it just says call Maroon 5.
Call Maroon 5?
Yeah.
The whole band?
Yes. October 8th, 3:34 p.m. You want to leave soon? I'll pretend I have to go pee, and you wait 3 minutes, then come by yourself to the back entrance.
Ah, that old gag.
So she's hooking up with somebody, and she's leaving first. November 12th, 6:37 a.m., of course, after being up all night, I'm assuming. Carson Daly said to document everything Guy said. Next Truth or Dare have cams at all times making if the club get Carson number. I don't know why they threw that one in the paper, but they threw that as a great example.
Because Carson Daly's name is...
Yeah, because his name's in it.
Yeah, the rest of it means nothing.
What kind of life does she have, playing Truth or Dare at her age?
And then December 3rd, 8:32 p.m., it's Nick, you bitch.
Ooh.
Meaning Nick Carter writing her.
Wow.
So that's a huge story. They're trying to figure out, how this got tapped into.
Yeah, he hacked the site. Some guy, the FBI's on it. And they've been talking about threats like this for a while, so it's nothing really new. You just got to, I don't know. I don't think you could really do anything about that because it was the T-Mobile site. It's not like it's your own site and you put up security for that, so...
That's going to really hurt T-Mobile, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't upload anything to the website from the phone, It takes a little longer to put everything in there, but I don't know. It seems pretty risky putting it up on some public website like that.
But you have to be careful, like with you guys. You guys are celebrities. Like, I have both your numbers.
I know. I'm playing in a celebrity poker.
I know you are.
The likes of David Schwimmer.
But you can't put the full names because people find it. Like instead of Opie and Anthony, I actually have Ope and I have Ant.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
really protecting us, Jimmy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I just have Opie. It just says Opie cell, Opie home, Opie
Opie's social security number.
Social security number, sure, address.
Here's his PIN number for his ATM card.
I have Anthony and then in parentheses of Opie and Anthony.
I couldn't get the PIN number because you probably don't even know it.
I know my PIN number.
Yeah?
Sort of.
You never have cash on you.
I have cash on me.
Oh, no, just give me a few bucks. I got to catch a cab.
Ann will pay for my banana today.
It was a banana. It's, 50 cents, you ass? 50 lousy cents. What's 50 cents?
Opie's PIN number's 1. First one ever. Didn't need 6 numbers back then.
Oh, man. Speaking of cabs, yesterday was crazy. When we left, our cabs were yelling and screaming at each other.
I thought that was you in that cab, yeah.
What do you mean you thought?
I wasn't sure that you had actually gotten into it.
Oh, you had a driver battle? I love those.
It was all three of us left the the studio at the same time, and you walked across the street, whatever, and Jimmy and I are grabbing cabs, so we both put up our hands, and there's 2 cabs now racing toward us, right? The one cuts off the other guy bad, really bad.
Your guy cut my guy off.
Right. And he lost the fare. So Jimmy jumps in the cab that wasn't cut off, okay?
No, I cut him. I jumped here. Opie and I was standing there, and the guy was coming forward, and another cab cut him off brutally. You
Yeah.
got in the cab that did the cutting off.
Yeah, but
I'm confused. Were the cabs, were both of them under the impression you were riding together?
Yes.
Because,
yeah.
okay. Because obviously
so you guys,
they're each getting one.
Yeah, so we
it
both
doesn't
have our hands up, and then there's two cabs, going. And like he said, the one cut off the other one really, really bad. And Jimmy gets into the one that was playing quote fair or whatever, and takes off. Now my cab that I was going to get into, he takes off because he thought we were both going into the other one, and they're yelling and screaming at each other. So I'm like, no way, because it's hard to get a cab around here around that time. So I start screaming at that guy before he took off too long. He jams on the brakes, and I jump in that cab. Now Jimmy's in the cab behind us. He almost rear ends the one I just jumped into because this guy's still pissed off that he got cut off.
Video game.
Now they're going down 57th Street, dude, with their windows open, just yelling and screaming, "You monkey! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Oh yeah, I'll kill you, you motherfucker!"
Kill you, my friend.
Dude, they were losing their minds, just screaming at each other. I'm like really getting into it, and I'm like banging on the window, and I'm trying to get into it with Jimmy, make him believe I don't really know him.
Yeah.
Jimmy is not moving and just
I
staring.
was loving it.
Dude, you wouldn't look.
I looked over at you. I could because of the glare on the window. I wasn't sure if that was you in that cab.
Oh, I thought you were in a panic. Like,
No.
just look forward and just don't cause any problems.
You were going to
here.
start fighting with Jimmy?
Oh yeah, just
That would have been funny.
Yeah, because my cabbie was just fighting with his cabbie. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, no exaggeration. They're screaming. They're like kind of flirting with hitting into each other and stuff.
Trying to pull up close to him and pull his explosive vest handle. Those animals.
And they're just tooling down 57th Street.
Yep.
And then we get to a light, and then they really start going at it. I really thought your guy was jumping out of the cab.
He was fucking hot.
He was
Really?
just livid.
You motherfucker, you Russian mother. I fuck your mother. Your mother. He was like red. He was human.
You cut me off.
And he even pointed at me and he goes, "If I didn't have him, I'd get out of this and kick your fucking." He wanted your guy was a Russian. He wanted that Russian guy to challenge him to fight.
And the Russian guy had kind of bad English, and he was doing his best, but he just didn't know. He just didn't know enough of curse words in English. So
I thought that was you, but I couldn't see it.
Oh, and I'm banging on the window because I'm like, I want to, make believe I don't know you, and I was going to start giving you the finger and really, helping my guy out, but you wouldn't look.
No, I just was watching my guy yell because the Russian guy wasn't yelling as much. He was like kind of like trying to
I don't know. Well, it was a fair. I just trying to make a living here, and the other guy's just like pounding him. That's great.
Oh, he was.
It was awesome.
I love taxi cab arguments.
It was one of the best ones ever. Oh, these guys,
Takes your mind off how much it stinks in there.
Well, they're so aggressive. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the cabbies. I don't know if there's enough fares out there or what, but they're really getting crazy.
Yeah, well, how about you try to swoop in like that when it's busy? On those busy nights where you can't get a cab,
Right.
you
Now
animals. Take the good with the bad, you fucking mutants.
Now I get it when you open up the paper every once in a while. It happens maybe 3 or 4 times a year here in New York, where you see a cabbie like take out a whole newsstand and 3 or 4 bystanders, and sometimes go right through the front window of a Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
And I always thought, how is that happening? They're obviously fighting for a
Duking
fare.
it out.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's too late to jam on the brakes or whatever, and
Deal with it, jerk
then the damage is done.
Sometimes you just can't get a cab. There are those times where, for some reason, every cab has off-duty. Yeah, like 4 o'clock. Every cab off-duty, and they're all sometimes you just feel like pulling out a handful of 20s and holding it up and going, I'll pay, just pull over.
Well, they don't want to be stuck in
the
gridlock going somewhere stupid when they have to get back to the the cab place or whatever.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I want to bite somebody.
Animals.
Martin Scorsese has never won a Best Director Oscar.
No.
Wow.
The Academy, I hope Chris Rock just violates how does he not win a Best Director?
Yeah.
I know he didn't win for Raging Bull. They gave it to ordinary people. Robert Redford. A yuppie family not unlike their own. How does this guy, for Goodfellas, Raging Bull, how does he not have an Oscar?
Who won Goodfellas year?
I don't. That was 92. Do not remember. But I'll check it.
Goodfellas was 90.
Oh, was it 90?
90.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I didn't know until you brought it up that the year of Raging Bull. What happened there? Like De Niro didn't win for that.
Yeah, De Niro won Best Actor, And it was nominated, of course, for Best Picture, and it didn't win.
Oh, it lost out to
Ordinary People. Best Director was Redford, which is the Academy.
No, what was the year that Art Carney won?
Oh, that was, I believe, 74 for Harry and Tonto. He beat out Pacino for Godfather 2.
Oh, okay, that's the one I was thinking. Never mind.
Which is why they gave it to Pacino, I think, for Scent of a Woman, and I think that's the year they really fucked Denzel for Malcolm X. He should have gotten it.
Very interesting.
Academy stinks.
Well, we had Chris Rock on Leno last night.
Oh.
You said, what did you say? No straight black guys watch the Oscars. Something like that. What was it?
Well, okay. Let me clarify this for the world. I was quoted in the magazine as saying only gay people watch the Oscars.
Right.
I did not say that. I said only gay people watch the Tonys.
Oh, that's right.
Was he really misquoted?
Probably scumbag media.
Yeah, because that makes more sense,
That's pretty funny.
Because even we thought, what does he mean by only gay people watch the Oscars? That's pretty mainstream in general.
Hey, Drudge, you gonna correct that, stupid ass? It was headline news in a world where Al Zarqawi is lopping heads off over in Fallujah or wherever that animal is, and front pages and Drudge is that Chris made a gay joke.
Yeah. Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese, of course, nominated Best Director at the 1991 Academy Awards. Kevin Costner won for Dances with Wolves.
With Wolves. Oh.
He won Best Director over Marty Scorsese. I didn't know The Godfather Part 3 was nominated too. Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah.
As Best Director?
Best Director, yeah.
Oof.
Probably, maybe because he made the whole thing without vomiting while listening to the dialogue. That's probably the...
Of his, Sophia there.
Best Picture, Dances with Wolves. Again, won over Goodfellas.
Hollywood loves these big, faggoty, giant scenes. Epic films. Yeah, they love that crap.
Yeah.
The English Patient.
Joe Pesci won Best Supporting Actor, though.
Yeah, he did. They couldn't deny him. They think they denied him in... Timothy Hutton won in 1980 for Raging Bull. I'm sorry, for Ordinary People.
Ordinary People.
Which he probably should have.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a creepy movie.
It's a great movie. And Timothy Hutton deserved it. But Raging Bull and Martin... You going to tell me the Redford did a better job of directing than Scorsese? It was a work of art, Raging Bull.
Yeah.
The camera work and everything about it was like a 2.5 hour poem. And
I think it was a little too much for the Academy. They don't appreciate stuff like that.
All right. We got more Chris Rock from Leno.
Don't thank God. God's busy working on the tsunami. So leave God, leave him alone. He's trying to help people, tsunami, Rwanda, and you, God, I want to thank God. Then God's like, excuse me, I got to go over to the Oscars. Because that's how God talks. Excuse me.
Sounds like the guy who runs ABC.
Yeah, we brought that up, how these athletes and people thanking God for just their success. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, one more clip from Chris Rock and Leno last night.
Michael Jackson, oh, God. All comedians should send Michael Jackson a check, All comedians, three. If you give your agent 10, Michael should get 3, at least, right? 3%. I always wondered, when Michael Jackson goes to a park, does he, send balloons over to a kid or something? Like, the king of pop would like to meet you. He'd send over you see Michael in the sandbox waving.
He's a funny mother effer.
That's why I like the Tonight Show on NBC, because you can do that stuff. Try that on Letterman. Oh, no, there's a victim in that joke. Cut it.
Really?
Oh, please. Makes me sick.
I'm not familiar enough with either of them to know that there's any kind of restriction like that on
well, I know when Geraldo was doing Letterman, I was told that he couldn't say the word homeless.
What?
Are you kidding?
No. And he couldn't, Geraldo does a very funny joke. It's something to do with how they say there's an obesity epidemic. And he's sarcastically stating that it's not exactly like polio, which what he's saying is that was a true epidemic.
Right.
But he couldn't say polio.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. When Orny Adams did it, and you see this in Seinfeld, he couldn't say lupus because I guess there's victims there.
Oh, my God.
And that's why I'm very biased towards the West Coast. Yeah, because I did my set, whatever you wanted. Within the FCC guidelines.
Yeah, you got away with a lot of...
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's kind of...
Very funny young man.
I was like, that's kind of impressive.
He comes in...
Very impressive.
Comes in the dressing room. He talks to you for 15 minutes just about comedy. He's just a great dude, man. As opposed to, like... I've never met Letterman, but I hear that he just is like... He's a cold fish. He walks by. He doesn't say a word to you.
Kind of seems that way. Comes across as like a cold guy.
I don't care as long as you let the guy do the material, but it's just so emasculating to go through that process.
I've heard that though in the past too, from comics and stories that comics have told that you have a lot of restrictions on Letterman, a lot of material restrictions.
But it's not like they don't want you doing hacky stuff. You know what I mean? It's anything that with any like kind of victim you can. And no one's saying you can do tsunami jokes on late night TV or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But sickening.
All right, we're going to try to find your appearance on Leno. Let's go to Max in Dallas. Hey, Max.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's up, Max?
Well, actually, I got two quick things, and then I'll punch out. One, little Jimmy. There's a girl down here. She used to work at the lodge, and she said she wants to put on a squirting show for you.
Oh, the Lodge Woody in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic strip club, man.
We've been there.
That's great.
That's the place where they have really good steak too.
And lobster, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, steak, lobster, and really hot girls. And there's like lodge where they have like animal heads all over the place.
Wow.
But, the motif is like an actual hunting
lodge.
But it's like a real restaurant. I mean, the food is great.
Yeah. She used to work there, and she just got burned out and quit. And she said she's got her vibrator ready for you, so whenever you get down here, she'll...
Hey, what's the other thing that happens in Dallas?
Thank you.
I'm cutting you off, but what's the other thing that happens in Dallas after the bars close? They call it legs and eggs, I think?
Oh, yeah, at the lodge, yeah.
That's at the lodge, too?
No, wait a minute, I'm trying to...
that's at another strip club. Like, all the other bars, this guy's going to just keep talking because it's Max. Yeah, that's how this one strip club advertises that after the bars close.
The Club or the Penthouse Club.
Oh my God! Shut up for a second. Didn't you hear Opie talking? Like it's a conversation, dude. You talk and then we comment on what you talked about and embellish a little bit. Bring in our own experiences with that place, maybe. But you just ba. Opie's in the middle of a sentence and you stop fucking talking. What an ass! Shut the fuck up! Did you hear this? Shut up! God damn it!
All right, well, you guys come out of here.
Bye, fella. Oh, Max.
All right, well, anyway, it was no big deal. But
yeah, what are you talking about?
I know, basically.
I was what?
I went down
and they serve eggs, and eggs are really good.
I know.
You like eggs? I like eggs. Eggs and legs, they rhyme.
Well, it's a strip club.
So do dregs.
Jesus Christ. Shut up.
Basically, you get your eggs and strippers, so they call it eggs.
Eggs and legs?
Or legs and eggs. And
I am not one to eat at a strip club.
And I don't want to blow up anyone's spot, but I was down there with some boys, and one of these guys decided to make out with one of the strippers and give her his strep throat on purpose.
Wow.
Who did that?
Brutal.
I can't say.
Oh, please. How can you not? That's fantastic.
But this person was so hammered that he figured it would be a fun goof to spread his strep throat.
How do you get a stripper to kiss him?
It's Dallas, man. Those girls were from, like, Oklahoma and, like, weird little towns that came to the big city.
I love Dallas.
So,
Kelly hooked me up with, like, a massage parlor when I was down there.
Yeah.
And every Dallas, because it's like the Bible Belt, there's nothing but, like, whorehouses. and I go to this, they were a sponsor, actually, on their station. And they hooked me up, and they said, just give us a review the next day. And I did. I gave them a great review. And as a joke, like later, I mentioned whores or something as a goof, and they flipped out. They were
really
just like, shut your mouths.
We're not whores.
Yeah,
yes, you are. We're selling your ass. You're a whore.
You're a whore.
You're a whore. Rossi,
there's a whore in your city.
What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the strip clubs with food. Not into it. I don't care how high end it is. You call it legs and eggs. I don't want food around the strippers.
The food was excellent. It really was
ain't
excellent.
Gonna happen.
I normally would agree with that. I would agree.
But a lot of these clubs, that's the direction they're going.
Used to go to a place called the Carousel out on Long Island.
Well, you wouldn't order food from the Carousel, you
don't
idiot.
order. They put food out.
But
I wouldn't. I know what you're saying.
That's
I
the
wouldn't.
difference.
But I'm just talking as I'm sitting there drinking my $10 beer.
Ant's talking about a strip club that's one of these just off the road places where it's dark and there's boards on all the windows and it looks like an old house.
Yeah,
right.
And you park behind the place because you're embarrassed to be there. Right. Of course you don't eat at a place like that. You're not getting finger food in a place like that.
What they would do is put out one of those big 8-foot
heroes. We're talking about the lodge. It's like really nice. Did you fart and you just
No, I didn't actually.
He's having a banana.
Oh. Where the waitresses, they're not nude. You got the dancers over yonder, whatever. And
Don't care.
And then the waitresses are dressed really sexy, and the food is excellent. And
how is the food served? I know you can't look at Jimmy eat a banana. He starts filleting it, licking the underside of it. It's just disgusting to watch. My favorite is when he pushes the back of his head with his other hand onto it. How is the food served at this place? Do you get it yourself?
Like going to Morton's or something, man.
Do you get it yourself, or does somebody bring it over?
No, they bring it over. Really nice.
They bring
nice
it over.
Presentation.
Like a waiter.
Really nice drinks and wine list. I mean, it's a real deal. It's not
like a restaurant with strippers in it.
Yeah.
Instead of a strip club with food.
High-end food, I'm telling you. Like really good steak, really good lobster.
Right, that might be.
I'm not talking about the Carousel where they have some cook that's wiping his nose and making you chicken wings.
No, what it was
to check out the strippers.
There's an 8-foot hero and then the chicken wings and some like
no,
pasta.
Of course I wouldn't eat there.
With the canned heat underneath it and stuff, and then you get these sleazy people that are giving the chicks, they're shoving dollars down their G-string and then using their hands to pick the food up. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah, salad.
Dude, this place has, I mean, like, just, it's like a steak joint, really. It has really nice menus. I mean, it's the real deal.
Yeah. And it's cheap, too. It's not expensive, but it's really, I was going to say, a lot of quality for your buck.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go to Todd in Jersey. Todd.
Endorsement.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
You suck that banana.
There's this place down in Philly called Daydreams, and they'll cart your alcohol in for you. You bring, like, kegs and shit, and by the end of the night, they have this thing where they fill up this girl's crotches with frickin' whipped cream and throw cherries on them, and you eat the cherry out of it. And one of my buddies actually ate a girl's ass and got thrown out. It was the worst thing I harassed him for.
Damn.
He should have been thrown out.
No, he shouldn't have.
It was freaking awful.
It's,
you guys are great. I'm fucking punching out. Talk to you later.
All right, bye. That is just the worst. Jeff in Jersey, what's up?
Yo, top of the morning, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, how about that place in New York that's doing nude dining?
Oh, it's been on the news the past couple of days. There's a restaurant that offers nude dining. Nude dining. I believe they
Wait,
do
nude dining means that you're nude.
Yeah.
What would you want?
The people come in.
Everyone gets nude?
Everyone gets naked. You sit down and have your dinner. What it is, though, it's a private party type thing. So you have to invite everybody. If you get a party together of 20 or so people, they close the doors, put private party, on the door. And you go in, everyone takes their clothes off, sits down, and the staff serves you, and the staff is clothed. But, you're completely naked eating. But then they, open the doors up, and the public can come in and sit on your ass-stained seat.
Yeah, what is the point of this,
on
though?
the floor. Some people want to be with other people nude. It's like a nudist colony type feel. And the people that go, from what I saw on the video, pretty much what you would get at the nudist camps. You think it's all good. Oh, hot. We can play volleyball with some nude chicks, and they're going to be all hot. It's all these old hippies that are just fat and old and naked, and you want no part of.
Right.
And that's who's sitting in those seats before you go in there.
You ever see nude people that are so fat that they look like they're still wearing clothes?
Oh, it just covers up their genitals, their big fat bunt.
Well, that's a weird concept.
Yeah, nothing better than that. That big bunt with a C-section scar on it, just flapping over that Ugh.
You're trying to eat a meatloaf. It looks exactly like the guy across the table. No reason for that. Big black burn victim sitting there enjoying his food.
Let's go to Pam.
Darling, there's a tit in your steak.
Hello?
Hey, Pam, how are
Saggy
you?
One.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Hello.
I might get a car crash for this, but I heard the legs and eggs, and I thought down in the South they could call one tits and grits.
What was that? Wait a minute, I didn't hear it. Call it what?
Tits and grits.
Thank you.
Oh.
She tried to make her presentation a little more confident. Anyone else pick up on that?
Tits and grits. Huh?
Tits and grits?
Yeah.
All right, Pam, thank you.
That was a good one.
Sure was. Let's say hi to Jeremy in Maryland. Jeremy?
What's going on, gentlemen?
How are you, Jeremy?
Hey, real quick, Norton, are you going back over to Iraq at all?
No, Colin and Bob Kelly and Steve Byrne are actually going, I think, in March. And I would love to...
Yeah, because I'm going back the 19th, and I saw you when you were over last. That was at Camp Cobra.
What city was that in?
Fallujah?
Oh, we weren't in Fallujah, were we?
No, I was in Fallujah, but you guys played in at the main capital. I can't remember where the hell you played at. Anyways,
I love listening to conversations that only matter to two
you guys get
people.
the money snatch before March 19th. I'll put up $500 of my own dollars.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna do that money snatch. We got to do the money snatch.
We don't have to
I'll
take your
listen
money.
up for it, but if you guys can come up with it, I'll call back in, give you guys my information.
Your
and
money's
I'll
no
put up
good here,
500.
Mr. Torrance.
Yes.
I'll put up $500 of my own dollars.
Not a matter that concerns you at this time.
All right, thanks, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
You know what? It's not a bad idea though. We could like sell, seats to watch.
Oh.
Kind of like an execution. We got the execution window in front of us.
That really is an execution window.
We got this.
Yeah.
We're in this obviously a studio with this big window that kind of looks like you could look in here, like someone is getting killed.
Executed.
But then again, how can we leave the window open? We'll have to make sure that no one else...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, Up.
We'll figure it out. But we have to get the Money Snatch game back on the program.
Agreed.
With that whole Stalker Patty thing, we forgot that women will do just about anything for money.
Anthony from Jersey. Same way I feel about this. Forget food. When a stripper comes up to me at the bar, I put my hand over my drink. I've done that. Some of those really skanky clubs. He goes, there's some pretty skanky clubs out on Long Island that you and Opie have probably been to. Yep.
Probably.
And I'm sure old...
You want me to name them all? Tender Trap, Carousel.
I'm sure old Bisquick Balls has been to some of the ones in Jersey. Yeah. Brass Monkey out there, Bird's Place in Ronkonkoma. Been to these clubs, and, man, it's the afternoon. You're going for lunch. They got the afternoon weekday girls in there, so you just know it's a nightmare. And they start walking. They used to stand on the bar and walk on the bar. I don't know if they do it anymore. And you would just give them dollars and stuff, and they'd walk by. You give them $1, and they'd squat down and start do this dance on the bar right in front of you. Meanwhile, your beer is sitting right underneath her. So whatever she's got on there as she's jiggling around is just coming off and going into your beer.
Just a little yeast flaking off.
A couple of pubes.
A little yeast flaking off and landing in your beer.
Oh, as she makes a scratching noise on her pubes. So watch them all tumble down into your beer as she's got a white residue under her fingernails.
Psoriasis. Flaking awful groin area. I told you, when I was in that place in upstate New York, a strip club, the girl had one of the sexiest actual physical vaginas I've ever seen, like looking.
Yeah.
But it had that milky substance, which is a yeast infection.
Discharge.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like a
I
little
was
milky.
gagging.
Yeah.
I was just gagging.
Because you know it smells.
Oh.
You ever bang and pull your mule out and see that milky stuff on your mule?
Oh.
That's
How could
awful.
something that looks like a delicious McDonald's vanilla shake smell so horrid?
It really is.
Where's the vanilla smell and flavor? It's not there.
No, it's just foul.
Oh.
It smells like rotting innards.
Deteriorating bakery.
Let's say hi to Kurt in Florida. Kurt.
Hey.
What's up, Kurt?
Morning, guys.
Hey.
I had an idea for your money snatch.
Okay.
An idea.
Money snatch part duel with quarters. Take a roll of quarters, put them in a condom, tie the condom up, put a ribbon on the bottom of the condom, set them upright, have the girls squat over the quarters, run across the room, and drop them in a bucket.
That should be like a mole contest where we have girls try to be moles, drug moles. and we put something valuable in condoms, and they got to shove it
I
up their
hear
ass.
you guys.
Yeah, we know.
We know. We've been bitching about that since last week, but
thank you for being quiet, though.
Hey, no problem.
All right.
Why can't they hear us?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
Where's Mars? Can
then
they
I have
turn
to-
one of the levels up a little bit?
Then I have to
They're up
spend
as
an
loud as
hour
they can
and
go.
a half on the phone with.
They're up as loud as they can go.
Without feeding back.
Well,
yeah.
there's a problem then.
Well-
It's not the volume thing. There's a problem somewhere else that isn't being addressed or fixed.
Well, and then, I have to take phone calls for an hour and a half on a Friday afternoon about the bitching and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
But
And then-
this is something we've
and
talked
then,
about
And then
for
the first
a while
opportunity
now.
for them to show us that they're actually in charge, it's still a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the problem because I bitch too much.
Shouldn't a tech guy be sent down immediately
Yep.
to fix this? Like today, he should have been on a train coming here to fix this stuff today. Where's the problem? Why do we get it to be announced? Or, yeah, they're coming eventually. Computer, same problem. Still
doing it?
Yeah, still broken. Phones, still broken. Where are the guys? Why aren't they immediately on a train coming here to fix this stuff?
I don't know. I don't get it anymore.
Busy doing something else? Why?
I don't get it.
I don't either. It doesn't make any sense not to have somebody here fixing
And then
this
people's
immediately.
feelings are hurt because we yell and scream and
Fuck
complain on the air. And then the first opportunity to fix things, they're still not fixed.
Fix
so,
it.
Fix
it.
Well, what do you want me to
Fix it.
say, man?
Oh, drug mule.
Huh?
Did I say drug mole?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say.
Don't they call them moles, though, too?
No.
No.
It's a
That's
mule?
Aldrich Ames.
Uh,
The moles in the CIA and stuff.
all right, Brandon from Long Island, you correctly called me out on that. Thank you.
Lynn, what's up?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. What's going on?
I was laughing at the guy who said he would put his hand over his drink. I used to dance at the bar, and I wouldn't even drink out of the glasses. I would pretend to drink beer because at least I know they were sanitary.
And you were a dancer.
I was, yeah. I'm
What-
a grown-up now.
What club?
The Painted Pony. Ew, I know. Don't even.
Ooh, are you a little skanky?
I used to be.
Nice.
What do you do now?
I work in the doctor's office.
Wow.
You want to hear the best? You want to hear the best?
What?
I work in an ass doctor's office.
You work in an ass doctor's office?
Yeah.
You weren't helping out my doctor on Friday, were you?
Were you bent over and getting a camera up your ass?
Well, I was bent over.
Lynn, when did you used to dance? How old were you?
17, I started. I started at the Bare Necessity in Island Park.
Bare
That
necessity.
story, I got a really quick story for that one, though.
All right.
I worked days there. Didn't know my first cousin was the night manager until I had to work one night.
Oh, so you walk in there, your first cousin's waiting for you?
Yeah, and I was like, you use a stage name. I was Mickey, right?
Yeah.
I was Mickey's staying tonight, and I look over, and who's walking in?
So what did you do? You got naked in front of him?
I kind of snuck out and, never went back to the Bare Necessity again.
Damn, that would have been really hot watching your first cousin
it would have,
dance
but it
naked.
was kind of creepy. 17,
He didn't see you?
At that point?
Yeah.
No. Strip is a skanky. We just kind of leave anyway.
And now what made you get out of the business?
Kid.
Oh, you had a kid?
Yeah.
By some biker guy?
I wanted to yeah.
All the strippers have sex and kids with bikers. Every single one of them.
Yeah, that's what you do. You do that. The last club I danced at, the old Raven's Nest. Does that ring a bell? An old gentleman?
It certainly does.
Oh, yeah.
Loved the Raven's Nest.
Just go wash your hands now.
We've probably seen you naked then.
Oh.
This isn't Lynn Guini, is it?
No, just so close.
No, dancer named Lynn Guini.
There.
Oh, that's classic.
All right, gentlemen, punching out. Got to go stick a camera up in ass.
All right, there she goes. Now she looks up assholes.
She's 70.